Whisky.com news on the 19th of June 2018, and there's a number of interesting news. First of all, the company Whisky.de, that's us, is now 25 years old. So there's a number of things we're celebrating with commemorative bottlings, very interesting stuff. And maybe you've already seen one of the videos on this channel. So let's look at the international whiskey news. First of all, the Speyside Distillery opens a new visitor center. And they are not doing that at their location of the distillery, but they're doing it in a town called Aviemore, about 25 kilometers, that's 16 miles, away from the distillery. They're doing that in a retail park, and they're hoping to support the local business or the local economy by opening this business. And some of that turnover is also given to a charity. So it's a really charitable thing to do. The next thing is the Bladnoch. The 10-year-old single malt is now back on the market. It's a 46.7% ABV whiskey. It's not chill filtered. And why is that? A distillery was closed, but it got bought in 2015 by a private investor from Australia. And he did renovating, and now he started production in 2017. Now he is looking at his stock, and he decided to release the 10-year-old single malt onto the market again. So nice stuff, and we're hoping to see more of it in the future. Yeah. The next thing is the Talisker 40 years Bodega is out, and we have seen the interview. Maybe some of you have seen the interview on this channel. It's worthwhile watching, and it explains everything behind a 40-year-old whiskey that has been matured or finished in Amontillado sherry finishes, and it's very, very interesting. So you should have a look, because Colin was a really nice interview partner. Yeah. Next thing, Teeling is informing about their new Dublin whiskey. Now, Teeling is celebrating their 3rd anniversary, and what do you do at the 3rd anniversary? You release a whiskey. Yeah, so it is the whiskey that was distilled within the Dublin Distillery and now has been stored for 3 years. So they're now officially calling it a whiskey and releasing it onto the market. It's a very, very limited number of 250 bottles. So if you see one and it's not very, very, very high priced, then you should probably buy it. Yeah, that was it for the European market. And now let's have a look over the pond and go to Louisville, Kentucky. Because the Old Forester, some of you may know the brand Old Forester, but there also was a distillery called the Old Forester Distillery, and it has been rebuilt for 3 years, and now it finally just opened. Yeah, Forester was a company that closed due to the prohibition, like many, many other distilleries, and that was back in 1922. So some of you who know the history know that prohibition struck in 2018. So why did the company not have to close in 2018? The thing is, 2018 was the start of the prohibition, but then you had some medicinal alcohol. So probably they produced medicinal alcohol up to 2022. But now prohibition ended, and now we have the new distillery opening and hopefully taking over the Old Forester brand as well. And it will still be a sub-brand of Brown-Forman. So there is a lot of knowledge behind that, how to make whiskey from Jack Daniels, from Woodford Reserve. So they know how to make much whiskey, and they know how to make a small premium whiskey. So let's have a look and let's find out in the future how good this stuff from the new Forester Distillery is. Yeah. The next thing is a very odd Kentucky straight bourbon from Wild Turkey, because Wild Turkey released their 3rd bottling from their premium series, and it's called the Master's Keep Revival. Yeah, it's a 12 to 15-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon, but it's also has been matured in 20-year-old sherry Oloroso sherry casks. So Kentucky straight bourbon finished in Oloroso sherry casks. Very, very interesting. 101 proof, that's 50.5% ABV. And maybe I'll get a chance to try it in the next month, because the whiskeys from America always tend to take a few days to arrive here in Europe. But I'm really excited about this very old whiskey with kind of a sherry influence. Yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was it this week, and if you found this video interesting, then please feel free to share it with your friends, and see you next time.